Hi, I am Professor Diaz Pichardo. This video corresponds to Session 6, Entry Time and Mode. Our objectives are to recognize the importance of timing in entry strategies and to analyze the suitability of alternative entry modes in a given foreign country. This slide presents the complete diagram, including the strategy tools we have to select countries. Based on these tools, we can select entry timing and entry mode. Basically, we have two types of entry mode, non-equity and equity. Non-equity modes are considered low commitment entry modes because the investment is relatively low. They include exports and contractual agreements. Equity modes, also known as foreign direct investment or FDI, are considered high commitment entry modes because the investment is relatively high. They include joint ventures and wholly owned subsidiaries. When a company enters the selected country, it must pay attention to the particular moment of the industry in that country. Note that if the industry is in decline, the best decision would be not to enter at all, unless the company can revitalize the industry through blue ocean strategies. If the industry is in the premature phase, the company should decide if it is the right moment to enter or it must wait. If the industry is in the window of opportunity phase, the company must decide if it wants to be the first mover or follow another competitor. The window of opportunity can be different regarding the role of the country within the portfolio of countries of the company. For market-based objectives, the window is open when demand starts to become significant. For resource-based objectives, the window is open when rights of access are available. In the competitive growth phase, entering the country can be more difficult. Sometimes the only way in is through joint ventures or acquisitions. In the maturity phase, mergers or acquisitions are the more suitable option. Also, highly innovative products or blue ocean strategies can be used to avoid direct competition with incumbent companies. This slide compares alternative entry modes in terms of commitment and control. In general, the higher the commitment and investment, the higher the control. Exports represent low investment but also low control of the strategy, while wholly owned subsidiaries represent high investment with high control. This table compares the alternative entry mode in several aspects: market penetration, speed, control of the market, and so on. The best choice in each particular country would be that matching the objectives and resources of the company in relation to the expected role of the country within the portfolio of countries. But again, we have to consider the particular moment of the industry life cycle. For instance, if a given country is expected to play a role of emerging country because the size of its market is important and it is growing, a joint venture can be suitable since it contributes to market penetration objectives with a medium investment. Of course, a risk assessment is also necessary to evaluate political or technological issues. The following slides include definitions of the different entry modes. Exports can be direct or indirect. Usually, companies export with the help of local agents or distributors who commercialize the company's products in a foreign country on behalf of the company. In green, you will see the advantages of the entry mode. In red, the disadvantages. Companies can send representatives to the foreign country in order to collect information, organize sales, or negotiate contracts. This could be either for selling or purchasing. Contractual agreements can be of three basic types: licensing, franchising, and strategic alliances. Licensing consists of transferring to another company a company's products or process technology with the right to exploit it commercially in exchange of royalties. Franchising allows the other company to use the name, expertise, technology of the company, and all it needs to operate in a foreign country. Strategic alliances commit two or more companies to cooperate in a certain way for a certain time to achieve a common purpose. It is a good way to obtain complementary resources at low cost. Contractual agreements are suitable when direct investment is not justified because of the size of the market, the risk of the country, redundancy, when local government does not allow any other form of presence, or to test the market. A very common mode of entry is the joint venture. It is created when two companies share assets, equity, and risks to establish a new firm in the foreign country. In this way, both companies share resources and reduce investment and risk. However, cultural differences, lack of control, and hidden strategic intents are potential drawbacks of joint ventures. A wholly owned subsidiary is established when the company in the foreign country is 100% owned by the parent company. Acquisitions imply buying the foreign company. It is a fast mode of entry, obtaining the resources and customers of the target company. However, the integration phase could be difficult to manage, especially when cultural differences are important. Greenfield operations are a kind of wholly owned subsidiary in which the new company in the foreign country is created from zero. It allows a greater control and profitability, but risks are also higher. In turnkey contracts, companies contract another company to build the new facilities. In this way, the managers do not have to invest time during the construction phase. The contractor delivers a company ready to operate. This strategy is common in the hotel industry.